Hey, what's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer. We are back once again with another online scenario battle taken from my Discord, which is, if you want to be a part of and actually be a part of these battles which you're watching right now, then do make sure to find the link in the description of the video. So we are back with a Bretonnian versus beastmen battle. There's roughly around about 9,000, almost 10,000 soldiers on the field of battle, and the Bretonnian forces are surrounding this awesome looking fortress on this custom map. I love the way that the modder has kind of created the peasantry outside the city, and then there's just a keep up on the hill which is a lot more defensible and has a lot more defenses than say these peasants. I'm surprised the Bretonnians are actually deciding to defend outside. You know, normally they'll just let the peasantry die and then save themselves inside the castle, but it should be a really fun battle. So let's start off by running through the army comps. Unfortunately, the guy who normally sends me these, Genniku, forgot to save the army comps, so we're just going to quickly run through them, so there won't be anything popping up on your screen, but normally there would be. So on the front line of this beastman army, we have a ton of these Ungor spear herds. These guys are pretty much going to be acting as the cannon fodder, absorbing a lot of the trebuchet shots. Then behind that, we have some Ungor raiders. Again, with these guys have a vile tips because we are using the Steel Faith overhaul mods as well. You'll be able to find all the links to all the mods we used in the description down below. Then we have some Gore herds. This is a bit of the stronger melee infantry for the beastman forces. These guys are going to be doing pretty decent against a lot of the beastmen, against a lot of Bretonnian forces. Then we have some more Ungor raiders, and then as we go further back, we do have a brave shaman, some more Gore herd, and then we have kind of the more elite, you know, Gorball, Minotaurs, and obviously these Bestigors with shields, which are again part of the Steel Faith mod. They look awesome, they really do. So the meat of the army for this army of the beastmen is all the way back there. We go look at the other one, we can see we've got some Harpies up front. We have some Centaurs with great weapons who are going to be pushing forward, harassing any archers who are by themselves. We have two cygors along with some more Ungor spear herd and some Bestigors with shields, so you know, really strong infantry here. Then we have 3 giants, oh my god, and then 4 Minotaurs. Wow, this is going to be deadly against the Bretonnian forces. And then we finally have some Ungor raiders. So let's jump over and look at the Bretonnian forces. They've kind of spread out their forces. They've got a lot of peasantry down here defending the outer layer, and then as we go further back, we have more of like the elite Pegasus knights, trebuchets, battle pilgrims, and stuff like that. So on this far left side, by the looks of it, they're charging out. Wow, what a heroic charge. I'll make sure to pause it before anything does happen. We have some questing knights along with some Grail Guardians, and the Grail Guardians in the Steel Faith mod have been buffed, so these guys only have 6 in their unit, but they are super elite and can just slaughter so much stuff. Then we also have some more questing knights there. Going through the city, we have a lot of these men-at-arms with polearms along with the normal men-at-arms, and we also do have a Grail thing here right as well, buffing up the morale of the soldiers. More battle pilgrims. We also have some of these archers along with King Leoncourt on his hippogriff. We continue to go back, we also have some sergeants at arms. This is again a custom unit for the Steel Faith overhaul mod, and these guys look really awesome. Very nice. Kind of they're helping to pad out the Bretonnian army roster. We have some trebuchets which are apparently already unleashing hell, or they just move. I think they're just moving. Some more archers, and then we get to the elite forces. We have these Pegasus knights and royal Pegasus knights. These dudes are going to harass the beastmen archers. And then for the last stand, we do have some sergeants at arms along with some more men-at-arms archers, and then finally, like the last down, we have the Grail Guardians, 2 units of Grail Guardians and Fey Enchantress as well, or the Fey Enchantress, who is going to be holding up on this last stand. But overall, it should be a really nice battle. The engagement has actually already started. Wow, as the Grail Guardians come flying into these Ungor herd? Or Gore herds, sorry. Charging into the Gore herds and then retreating back. That's actually going to be really nice of them, because I doubt these Gore herds will be able to deal with this amount of cavalry. They're obviously getting their archers up. When the archers make their way up, that's going to be great for them. Oh, also, actually, sorry. There's also some units over here. What do we have over here? Oh, we also have some cavalry sneaking through the woods. A lot of knights of the realm, along with some of these Grail knights as well, who are anti-large. So there's actually also a cavalry force over on that side, which will definitely help them out. So, having all these soldiers surround, like, and just keep on hammering and anviling a lot of these beastmen units is going to be great for the Bretonnian player. They have to be very scared, though, of all these archers. They're kind of committing all these Pegasus knights and royal Pegasus knights into killing these Ungor raiders. which is smart. But what they also need to be doing is they need to be hitting with their cavalry as well, so that these units can't make their way around and actually support killing the Royal Pegasus Knights. Because at the moment, these guys can all just surround them. But if they had some cavalry maybe coming right in the back of here right now, it would kill so many of them. So they really just need to combine their attacks and make sure they use them all together. Because if these guys are left by themselves, they're just going to get surrounded and killed really effectively. Especially as we have a Feral Manticore and the Gorbel, and then the rest of the Bestigors turning up as well. So unfortunately, these Royal Pegasus Knights, they're trying to get out of there. You can see them trying to escape, but they're going to be taking a lot of HP damage right now, which is just not good. They definitely could have avoided that, I think, if they would have just stuck around and just used their cavalry to really help them out. We also have some of the Harpies as well making their way in. Oh, they're going to descend upon this artillery piece. And if they can kill the artillery piece, that is huge. That is so much money if they can kill it. Yeah, a lot of these spearmen at arms have now turned around to try and fight them off. They have to be very, very careful. I think they've already lost one catapult. That is not good at all for the Bretonnian forces. So they've definitely lost a large portion of their forces already. We've also got some archer fire coming in as well. The archer fire is going to help them out. But yeah, this is a blessed field trebuchet as well. That is not good at all. That is very, very bad. We do have some Ungor raiders on this side, though, getting torn apart by the questing knights and the fire arrows as well, which are coming in. Yeah, a lot of fire arrows back there helping out. And yeah, these guys are going to be fighting their mark. These guys are the Gore herds don't have a lot of armor at all. Some of them do have shields, but they're just the spear shields, and that's not going to be great. So you can see these guys already coming back. Oh, we have a cygor hit coming in. I think they're trying to focus down the artillery. That's a really, really smart move from the cygor. If they can hit this artillery piece, take that out the game, that's definitely going to reduce the amount of fire. However, they are returning their fire, trying to hit this feral manticore. If I was Bretonia, I think I would send Leoncourt and all my flying units just to kill this manticore instead of trying to shoot it. Oh, there's actually a path up on this right side as well. I did not even see this path. Holy crap. That is awesome. This is going to be risky. I don't know how Bretonia are going to win this battle. I really, really don't. This is going to be very, very risky. I think the buff just got popped off on these guys. Yeah, we got Favor of the Fave, 90 melee attack and Earthblood upgraded. So these guys are going to be regenerating a lot of their HP and also putting out a lot of damage. Considering we're only fighting crappy spearmen, they're going to be absolutely fine there and holding off that path, which is a very, very smart move. The main army hasn't really even entered the fight yet. They're currently trying to deal with this unit of knights, or this unit of Pegasus knights, which has been harassing them. There's a large army right here, not attacking. And this is like a big mistake from attackers I see happen so much. Is that they just attack, like one army attacks as the questing knights, just get a huge charge off, looking beautiful under the support of the fire arrows as well. I see the attackers kind of sending in one army, and then the other army delay attacking. If they both attacked at the same time, this would be almost impossible for Bretonia to defend, because there'd be so much for them to try and hold. And if they didn't have a choke point, which they don't in this village, you know, if one side breaks, they can completely cut off the retreat of like half the army, which would just really, really help them out. Did them trebuchets end up going down? One of them ended up going down. So, I mean, I guess that's maybe worth it, depending on how many kills they get. Well, the rest of them are all the way out here. So I guess, did they lose all their trebuchets? And the rest of them is there. They can pick up the rest of their trebuchets if they want to. But these harpies are actually going to be sending back a lot of these peasant bowmen and actually routing them off the field, which is pretty big. The questing knights are still fighting hard. They are up against some Gore herd, and I imagine the Bestigors, the Grail Guardians as well. The Grail Guardians haven't lost a man yet, so they're going to be still inflicting casualties. Let's see how many kills the Grail Guardians have got. Grail Guardians up to 133 kills. That is huge. They are losing HP, fairly decent speed, and down on this left flank as well we have some more questing knights just getting stuck in. This is what the questing knights want. Some great sword infantry holding the enemy in place with a blessed field trebuchets, which we can see coming in. The cygor is retaliating though. Luckily the village is protecting them. This army is still slowing up. This is great for the Bretonnian forces. They're using minimal forces to just hold off a large portion of the beastmen army, allowing them to really kind of, you know, do a lot of damage to this army without having to commit too much. Oh, we just had a Comet of Cassador over. Oh, that was a huge Comet of Cassador right there. Holy crap. That just hit like all of this army. That is massive. And we also had some more spells going off there from the Fey Enchantress and some Battle Pilgrims coming in. The Battlefield Pilgrims don't have anti-large, so they're going to struggle to deal with these Minotaurs. But these spells are just demolishing everything the Beastmen have here. We do still have, though, the Gorbel and a unit of Minotaurs. But look at them. They're already down to a third health. Like 2/3 health already. This has been a really, really good engagement. They're about to rout 2 triple gold chevron Bestigor hordes right here. That's huge. That's an amazing Comet of Cassador right there. You can see the amount of dead bodies as well. This has really helped out the Bretonnian forces. And obviously all these archers as well, I imagine, are focusing down the Gorbel and the Minotaur when they can. So that's just going to be so big for them. That's going to minimize the amount of ways they can be attacked from. And like this army on this right side really doesn't have a lot left now. Granted, they have some cygors left, and you know, they're obviously their general. Besides that, it's really going to be up to this army, which is just about coming into clash right now, to really do anything. Now, granted, there is a lot of Minotaurs in this army and a lot of Giants, so I don't think that was like, I don't think the army over here was the full army. I think they kind of put the majority of both their armies on this left side, and that was more of just a side attack. Because there's 3 Giants, there's 4 Minotaurs, that's a lot of money. But again, the Trebuchets are really going to be finding their mark here. The Beastmen seem to be clumping up their units like quite effectively. So some Chaos Spawn being risen up. I always found like this is such an OP spell right here for the Beastmen. Or whatever lore it is, actually, I guess I should say. Just being able to raise, they can raise like 3 Chaos Spawn behind the ranks. And if you've got like a thin line or a choke point like this, it's just huge being able to do this, because you can really just envelop the enemy and rout a lot of units as the Minotaurs just find their way through the choke point to hit into these Battle Pilgrims. It looks like, oh my, it looks like these Bretonnian forces are going to be getting pushed back and the village is going to be lost. If we get a zoom out shot right now, we can definitely see they have a bit of strength right here as the Knights of the Realm come flying in to hit all these exposed archers. This is a perfect target for them, being able to kill all these cygors and then getting to charge down these Ungor raiders. As you can see, the questing knights with their great swords. Oh, look at that! Holy moly! I don't know, I can't believe I said holy moly there. The requesting knights, these guys are going to get cut down and routed. Are they already routing? They're going to be routing if they're not already very, very soon. So this is a great engagement for Bretonnian forces, definitely what they need to. But by the looks of it, the entire village is about to be lost. They're even losing on this left flank now. Now granted, they obviously had a really good engagement on this back point right here. But they have a lot left to defend this now, which is great news. The Minotaurs seem to be just going on a pure frenzy, hitting into these archers, which is really what they want to do. That's like one of the only units that can really do a lot of damage to these Minotaurs, and they are just charging forward into the Battle Pilgrims. And if these guys can get stuck into the back line, the artillery pieces, then that's going to be awesome. I think what I would do personally is obviously, I mean, these archers don't have any ammunition left. Like, hit these trebuchets, but again, they don't have much ammunition left. I don't know, maybe I would just fall back and hit these guys in the rear. But there's not really much left here. There's a few Battle Pilgrims. The Bretonnian forces really don't have a lot left. They have, what? They have 8? Well, I guess they do have a lot left, but they've got numbers, whereas the Beastmen have just sheer monsters as we just go down this street. That looks glorious right there. With the castle in the background as well. Trebuchets being destroyed, the dead bodies throughout here as the Beastmen just continue to come on. The Trebuchets are working overtime though to kill these. And again, like, they've got a lot of horses left to come in. You can see already some of the questing knights starting to make their way in. After chasing these guys, I have a few units of spearmen as well. Like, Bretonnia definitely have a good fight left, like a lot of fight left in them. But I think the Beastmen army is just literally rushing down, trying to hit these archers, trying to hit these trebuchets as quickly as they can. But this is just going to be a death point right here. Much like, oh, one of the enemy generals just went down as well. That's huge for Bretonnia. This choke point is going to be brutal, because they have to break their way through this one point. We've got a really nice Rome 1 style noob boxer right here, holding off the choke point. It's just going to be so hard for them to do, like, to get in. They just need to make sure they try and rout everything else, use their artillery effectively, which is not kind of going down here. We have some Royal Pegasus right here. who are anti-large. Yeah, these guys are anti-large. They're going to be able to kill this cygor without taking too much damage. Like, really, what they need to do is, I guess, I don't know what they need to do. Maybe just kill everything down here and then make their way up, because there's still a lot of knights back here. And the beastman army is very, very split right now. So these questing knights, after a few charges, could probably definitely break through the ranks. So maybe it would be good for them just to retreat back their forces, deal with the rest of these questing knights, because Bretonia don't really have a lot of missiles left, so it's not like they could just shoot them to death, as we have some Minotaurs breaking on the front line, hitting in here. But I think these Minotaurs are just going to get slaughtered. They're going to get surrounded by the men-at-arms and then shot to pieces from these archers back here. Leoncourt could get stuck in as well. I think, actually, I guess with enough soldiers, they could easily break through here. As you can see, that's exactly what they're doing. But these archers are just going to be unloading. They run out of ammunition. Well, that's big for beastmen if they have. No, they have it on one unit has. They still have a bit of ammunition left. I think they're just going to brute force their way forward, which, you know, is the beastman way, I guess. They obviously have a lot of reinforcements, a lot of giants as well. But the band's power is looking very, very good. But again, there's like 3 units of horses over here. These Grail Knights are finally coming back, and the Knights of the Realm, they need to hurry back, along with the Green Knight, along with these Pegasus Knights. Because if they lose the city, as we have a beautiful vortex spell going down there, ripping apart the Bretonnian forces. Because if they take the city and hold the choke point, that's going to be horrific for the forces of Bretonia trying to come up this choke point when the beastmen hold it. They're just going to slaughter everything in their way. We'll again zoom out and watch these Minotaurs just go ham. Now the Bestigors are starting to turn up to reinforce the men. We have some spells going off here. Do we have? Oh, we're just being rallied by Leoncourt and the Fey Enchantress. Leoncourt really hasn't done too much. If I was Leoncourt, I'd smash this Manticore right now, kill it, because it can still do a lot of impact damage. But I think it's just going to rout from the field of battle. The Giants are making their way up now. Are they winning this engagement back here? No, they're not really winning it. Yeah, it's literally going to be a couple minutes until these guys get pushed back, and then the beastmen have nowhere to go. So I think Bretonia have this battle in the bag, if I'm honest. Definitely a very hard defense a hard attack for the beastmen. But just attacking him, I think that really was the point they lost this battle. I mean, there's still 9 minutes left of the battle, so it could literally go either way. It's just, I'm calling it now. I can't really see them winning too much. I guess if they take this choke point and hold it away from the forces of Bretonia, but they just have so much cavalry left. So artillery is still going off, getting some really nice hits off of these Minotaurs. I really feel... Oh, is this a Comet of Cassador? It is indeed. Comet of Cassador coming down, boys. Nice. It didn't really hit too much, but it definitely, hurt the morale of the enemy. We've got Earthblood being cast. Earthblood is such a good spell. It really, really is. As I was saying, I think it was literally, they just need to attack together. And if they attacked together, it would have been so good for them. Because they could have really split up the enemy forces. I mean, they could have split up the defenders, surrounded a few of their choke points, killed all the archers and stuff. Unfortunately, some Chaos Spawn being brought from the underground into the fight. We have a Manticore going down. Yeah, I don't know actually, saying that they're going to lose, like, they're going to kill a lot of these units. If they can kill the generals as well, the Fey Enchantress is going to go down very quickly if they focus it down, and that's going to be pretty bad for morale. Obviously, Leoncourt's still alive, and these guys are going to break forward now, but there's like no infantry left on these guys at all. Yeah, there's 800 Bretonians left and 600 of the Beastmen. But the Beastmen obviously have the Giants and the Minotaurs and stuff, and the Chaos Spawn. The Fey Enchantress is going to go down. I wonder what that's going to do for the band's power. When she dies, like, that's gonna definitely hurt the morale. But the Bretonian forces don't really have too much, which is going to be affected by that. Obviously, the elite forces don't really care too much about that. You can see her being engaged right here. But yeah, she is getting surrounded right now. Some good old bestiality as she just gets destroyed. Yeah, she's going to rout. Doesn't really affect the balance of power too much. We don't really see too many units rout, but you can see them rout already taking part on these guys. Leoncor's just like, yeah, whatever. You can die. As long as I'm alive, that's all that matters. Oh, a Vortex Spell going down. Wow, if that Vortex Spell would have just stayed here for like a second, that would have been so big to kill all these guys. Because, like, Bretonia have a lot of units left, but it's just like 1 men-at-arms. I'm surprised these guys are still handling, like, 8 shield men-at-arms, 1 questing knight. If they could just kill all of these guys, I think that would take away the balance of power bar very, very much. They also still have a green knight on full HP. These cygors can still be used. There's so much ammunition on them. There's an awesome song at the moment as well in the background. The Encore's still not bothering to go in. I mean, like, there he is. He's finally going in, but now he's going in unsupported. I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. Like, they have a decent amount of cavalry left, and obviously this is... Oh, I know, a lot of the beastmen are starting to rout now. But, like, this could literally go either way still, I think. There's not a lot of Bretonian forces. I think the balance of power bar is still very, very skewed. And if Leoncourt goes down, that could be catastrophic, and he's not doing great. He has popped the Lion's Shield, which is going to be giving a huge buff, and he is going to be managing to rout the enemy general on full HP there. Wow. Full HP taking him down is huge. He does manage to get off a unit of Chaos Spawn, though, which are going to be helping him out a little bit. The cavalry's turning up now. How does this battle go on for 5 more minutes? What is left? The Bretonia has, like, clearly routed the field of battle. Yeah, killing this general. They've surrounded him. They've routed him. I honestly don't see how this battle can go on for much longer. The Chaos Spawn are going down. What is even left for the beastmen? They're out of control right now. I've actually never seen that. I guess the general's going to come back and they're going to surround him and kill him. But they have all this cavalry as well. Is the general just going to have some epic last stand or something? I mean, he's getting surrounded by a lot of these Grail Knights now as well. He's just routing, so I guess he comes back as they continue to chase him down. If I was them, I'd just kill these giants. Have them over and done with, and obviously send the Green Knight after them. I think that's exactly what Leoncourt is doing. He's going to chase down the general. Like, how are some of these units still standing? I guess the general still being alive definitely does help out. Okay, I think it's literally just the general messing around. So cool, I'm going to cut this bit and jump straight to the end of the battle. As I don't think, like, obviously Bretonia has won the battle and has won the day. So I think this is just like being a little bit glitchy right now, which is absolutely fine. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the end screen. Okay, there we go. So the Beastman enemy legendary lord did hold off for a little while, but it was just kind of a grind, and the only reason he stayed alive as long as he did in the end of that replay was because Leoncourt went elsewhere. So even though it was kind of cool seeing him have a little last stand, I don't think it was worth wasting like 4 minutes of the replay just to show you guys that, because it kind of would have felt a bit grindy. So if we look at the kills, we can see the Fae Enchantress getting 527 kills. Holy crap. And then the Blessed Field Trebuchet as well, getting 432, along with all the cavalry doing really well. Wow. 527 kills. Leoncourt, you need to step up your game, mate. That was insane. And his entire army didn't do as good as Geneku's. Oh my god. I guess this army was more of the peasantry trying to hold off, and obviously they got a lot of monster kills. The Grail Guardians again doing 262 kills. Very nice indeed. If we go and take a look over at the Beastman army, we can see that this Brave Shaman getting 155, along with the rest of the infantry doing okay, with these Minotaurs and cygors standing out. Look at the other army, we can see that we have the Minotaurs doing a good job of 108 kills. The Brave Shaman, 555 kills, 65 kills. Yeah, he actually got the most kills in the game. I love how it shows how many kills the magic does now. It just makes it look so much more awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, he got the most kills. Wow. That's really big. Really, really big considering how few soldiers Bretonia started off with. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this battle. If you did, please, please, please make sure to drop a like and a comment on the video down below. And I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.